This is Project OCR, made by YUVRAJ Singh, Dheeraj Singh, and Mubashir Sharik. Hello, and welcome to this session on the importance of preserving and making archival documents accessible. In this session, we will discuss the challenges involved in digitizing these documents and the different perspectives on this problem. Archival documents provide a critical insight into our past and help us understand the social, cultural, and political aspects of our history. They are a vital resource for researchers, historians, scholars, and others interested in exploring the past. As such, it is crucial to preserve these documents for future generations to access and learn from. Now, let's look at this problem from a customer's perspective. From the customer perspective, the problem is related to the preservation and accessibility of important text and documents for future generations. Many texts and documents contain valuable historical, cultural, and scientific information that can help us understand our past, present, and future. However, these texts and documents are often in physical formats such as books, manuscripts, and papers, which can deteriorate over time due to natural wear and tear, exposure to the elements, or human neglect. This can lead to the loss of important information and insights that cannot be easily recovered. Moreover, as the time passes, the importance of these texts and documents may fade from the public consciousness. Younger generations may not be aware of their significance or value and may even lose interest in them altogether if they are not easily accessible. Now, what is the solution? Digitization is the solution. Therefore, the digitization of these texts and documents is necessary to preserve them for future generations and making them more accessible and relevant. By digitizing them, they can be stored in digital formats that are more durable and long lasting than physical materials and can be easily accessed and searched by anyone with an internet connection. From the customer perspective, digitization provides an opportunity to protect important information and knowledge from loss and to ensure that it remains accessible to all regardless of location or time. Digitization allows us to unlock the potential of these texts and documents by making them available for research, analysis, and interpretation in new and innovative ways. Now let's look at who is the customer and why. So, who is our customer? The customer, in the context of the digitization of enormous text and documents, refers to the individual, organization, or institution that is requesting or paying for the digitization services. In most cases, the customer is likely to be an institution such as a library, archive, museum, or government agency that is responsible for preserving and providing access to cultural heritage materials. Now, let's look at the reason why are these our customers. The reason is that they require the digitization of text and documents to ensure the preservation and accessibility of these materials for future generations. Digital copies of these documents are easier to store, manage, and share compared to physical copies, which can be prone to damage or loss over time. By digitizing text and documents, these institutions can also make them available to a wider audience, including those who might not have been able to access to them otherwise. Let's look a bit deeper into who is our customer. Institutions such as libraries, archives, museums, and government agencies are the primary customers for digitization services. These entities play a crucial role in preserving and disseminating cultural heritage materials that are of great significance to society. They are responsible for the storage and management of vast collections of physical materials, including books, manuscripts, photographs, maps, and other documents. However, physical materials are susceptible to damage and deterioration over time, and preserving them requires significant effort and resources. Why so? Because digitization provides a solution to the challenges posed by physical materials. By converting physical documents into digital formats, institutions can create virtual copies that are more durable and easier to manage. Digital copies can be stored and accessed online, reducing the need for physical storage space and the risk of damage to the original materials. Moreover, digital copies can be easily shared and distributed, enabling institutions to reach wider audience and facilitate greater engagement with cultural heritage materials. The primary motivation for digitization is the preservation and accessibility of cultural heritage materials. Digitization ensures that these materials are available for future generations to study and learn from them. By making cultural heritage materials accessible in digital formats, institutions can prevent their loss due to damage or neglect and ensure that they are available to anyone with an internet connection. In summary, the customer in the digitization of enormous amounts of text and documents is typically an institution or organization responsible for safeguarding and providing access to cultural heritage materials. The demand for digitization services is driven by the need to preserve and facilitate access to these materials, ensuring that they are available to future generations. Let's dive into a deeper understanding on these perspectives. Cultural perspective. From a cultural perspective, the problem of preserving and digitizing archival documents raises questions about the role of cultural heritage in society and the importance of preserving it for future generations. This requires a broader societal discussion about the value of cultural heritage and the responsibility of governments, institutions, and individuals to ensure that it is preserved and made accessible to all. From a societal perspective, the need for digitization is driven by the changing ways in which we access and use information. With the rise of the internet and digital media, people are increasingly turning to online sources for information and entertainment. If historical documents and texts are not digitized and made available online, they may become irrelevant or forgotten, leading to a loss of cultural heritage and knowledge. From a legal perspective, the problem of preserving and digitizing archival documents is complicated by issues of copyright and intellectual property. Many historical documents are still under copyright, and digitizing them without permission can raise legal issues. Additionally, there are concerns around data privacy and security when digitizing personal documents such as medical records and legal documents. From a technological perspective, the problem of preserving and digitizing archival documents is a challenge of developing and implementing effective OCR technology that can accurately recognize and digitize text from a wide range of sources. This requires ongoing research and development to improve the accuracy and efficiency of OCR technology, as well as efforts to develop standards for digitization and metadata to ensure that digitized documents are easily discoverable and usable. From a historical perspective, is the matter of preserving cultural heritage for future generations. Historical documents such as letters, diaries, and photographs provide valuable insights into the lives of people in the past, and preserving these documents is crucial for understanding our shared history and cultural identity. From an economic perspective, digitization can offer significant benefits. Digitized documents can be easily accessed and shared, reducing the need for physical storage and enabling more efficient and cost effective distribution of information. Additionally, the availability of digital documents can open up new opportunities for research and innovation, leading to new products and services that can drive economic growth. From an environmental perspective, digitization can have both positive and negative impacts. On one hand, digitization documents can reduce the need for physical storage space and reduce the environmental impact of paper production and disposal. On the other hand, digitization requires energy intensive equipment and may contribute to the production of electronic waste. Overall, The problem of preserving and digitizing archival documents is a complex and multifaceted one that requires a broad range of perspectives and expertise to address effectively. By considering the problem from different perspectives, we can gain a deeper understanding of its complexity and develop more effective solutions to address it.
Thank you.